Hi, my name is MYRNE, and you're watching the Music Enthusiast.
Hi, I'm Sarah from the Music Enthusiast, and today I'm here with Myrn. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Amazing. It's morning for you, it's night for me. So, how's your day been yesterday?
Pretty good so far. It's a short week for us, so I live in Singapore, and yeah, it's doing pretty well. Really excited for the music coming out this Friday.
Yeah, for sure. It's two songs haven't been released yet. Two of the other ones
Yeah.
have been. So, what was it like, sort of seeing people's reactions to these past two songs, and then sort of the anticipation leading up to the EP?
Yeah, it's a tiny EP for sure, a shorter body of work than I'm used to. But the direction has been changing these past few like months with regard to my own music. And it's been quite heartening, like just seeing listeners and friends saying like, "Oh, I really like this music that you're making now." Um, and I mean, I haven't got the chance to test it like at a live area yet. I mean, or a show, but I'm really looking forward to that. And I mean, I think the feedback I've been getting when I'm sending this music around to all my friends and producers has been great. So yeah, I think it's everyone's in for a treat.
Yeah, and I think the live music wise, What Can I Do is gonna go so hard. I can just
Thanks.
picture
Yeah.
everyone just like having a great time to it.
Yeah. You're right.
Whenever you come to Montreal, I'll be there right in front.
Oh, nice. Cool.
And I heard you actually made the cover art for the CP, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I'm really into just um doing everything on my own, like just giving it my little touch. I mean, where I can, right? I think there are so many opportunities or like times where I think to myself like, oh, this is way better if I hired a professional. But I think for this EP and this album, I think I just really wanted to experiment, right? That's what I just love, like, with music and with artwork as well. So experimentation, and it was also kind of fun. The process was kind of fun. I was just taking pictures of the sky through like this like IKEA bottle, like it refracts and all that. That's yeah. So that's how I got the
And I love how you took pictures of just like not random things, but things that you wouldn't necessarily think of while making a
yeah.
cover art. And also, you also do that for music too. Whenever you're walking around, you hear sounds and you record them. So, where did these ideas come from to just like record random things and put them in your songs and just yeah.
I'm not really sure. I think well, obviously, I had some like idols I was looking up to who were doing that, right? More like experimental or IDM side of stuff. But one day I just realized when I was making music, this is before I was actively like putting instruments or recording like vocals on it. I was just realizing, I'm just dragging samples into software. Like anyone could do this. Like anyone could just come up with the same things I did. So after a while, I just decided, I wanted to make it mine in a sense. So if I listened to a piece of music, it would be mine. So really basic thing, I just recorded like a bunch of white noise in my house. Like I just left the recording device. Like, okay, this is the this is the atmosphere of my house, and then I just put it in the song. So every time I listen to it, I'm like, oh, this sounds like my house.
It's pretty like a DIY album. Like you're making everything
Yeah,
yourself practically, and like even What Can I Do? You're literally singing in the song. So, and what else? You also like you don't. It's not that you don't finish songs, but you intentionally don't finish songs so that you could just leave it up to the open and everything. So,
yeah.
when do you know that a song is finished?
Um, when I'm really tired of just listening to it for like the hundredth time, I think but yeah, I think that is a philosophy I stand with. Music is never really finished.
Yeah.
Even like hits or like even bands like the Beatles, they record mistakes in their final cut all the time, and the whole band's like, you know what, let's just leave it as it is. And then it's still there, 30, 40 years later, and people are like, this is a great song. So I think music never really finished. For me, it's really just there's a point you come to, you just realize, okay, the song's done. Like it's not perfect, but it's done. I think it has more benefit being out in the world, people listening to it, enjoying it, than really just sitting on a computer waiting for perfection.
Yeah, totally. And you could just go like on and on, like in circles, literally, and just like trying to finish a song and never getting to
Yeah,
it. So,
yeah,
yeah.
true.
Did the name for the EP or the song come before?
I think it was definitely the song first. I think once the EP releases, you'll realize it's kind of all just a collection of thoughts. There's no like real hit or tail to it. Um, but most of the songs were written in this period, maybe a year ago. Yeah, so when everyone was just in the thick of lockdowns and quarantine, and I was just really experimenting. So all the songs sound super different. There's like one theme in each. Like I try singing, I try making like a punk song, I try, you know, recording a lot of things and putting in one song. So yeah, I think the singles came up first, and until um, my manager was like, "Oh, this is interesting if you put this in a album or like a full release." I'm like, "Yeah, that's a good idea."
Amazing. Yeah, and I mean, performing live, whenever that will happen for you again, what do you think these songs would look like live?
Oh, I think it's gonna be so fun to do because this is like a side note. I'm also making like a little game for all these songs. So we're asking some friends who work at Metamo Industries, which is like a independent company in Singapore. They do work in Unreal Engine, which is where most of the like huge 3D games and worlds have been being made. And we're just doing like small worlds for all these songs. And then there's this incredible, like almost lifelike footage of these worlds. And I think performing live, like with a nice screen and like a nice setup, will be quite crazy and quite a task for me to achieve. And I'm really excited to bring these songs to life. Singapore is still it's a little tough to perform live nowadays. I don't know if you know, but so in Singapore, if you're trying to go out to a club or going out to dance somewhere, you have to take a test before you do. So can you imagine like 300 people trying to go to a nightclub? Every one of them has to take a rapid test at the door. So imagine if you come in a group of friends and like one friend tests positive, you're like, oh, can't bring you in. So yeah, it's still a little tough around this side of the world. But we just got back from LA like 2 months ago, and it's life as normal there.
Yeah, it's so weird seeing how everywhere is different. Like I was just in
Mhm.
Ottawa, like which is like maybe 2 hours away from here, like not long ago, and they're allowed to have like masks off in public, and I was like, that's so
Okay.
weird because here in Montreal, like it's not allowed. So yeah,
I think you would keep it on anyway because it's so cold, right?
yeah, exactly. Like it also keeps you warm.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Keeps your chapped lips from not being so chapped.
Yeah, exactly. And my last question for you is, who are your favorite artists right now?
Oh man. Okay, I think easy favorite, like a long time favorite, has to be Madian.
Yeah.
His new song is really really cool. Tourist is a close second, and let me listen to like what's on repeat on Spotify. So I love Spotify. I love how it just makes like these like on repeat playlists for you.
Oh,
Um, Let me check out. Oh, Duskus is he's a friend of mine, and he's also a big inspiration. I love his stuff.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with me again. I cannot wait for this EP to be released.
Thank you. Thanks, Sarah. And I hope it's not too late for you.